The game is an attempt to capture this pivotal moment when the age of outlaws was ending and the modern world was born. There is a huge world to explore, set across a range of America's heartland and frontier. From harsh mountain trails and dense forests to untamed swamplands and sweeping deserts, rugged livestock towns to modernizing cities and much more. All populated with a diverse cast of characters from turn-of-the-century life.
Now shoo, please. I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn up.
You play as Arthur Morgan, a trusted senior gun in the Vanderling gang, a band of outlaws and outcasts on the run from the pressures of civilized life.
We're gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam and be out of his hair once and for all.
Each time they're forced to flee an area, the gang sets up a camp as a base. This is where gang members eat, sleep, perform chores, play games, and share stories.
Anyway, I got caught by some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it was. And he decided I was going to be hanged for it.
These are the people Arthur calls family, and you will get to know each gang.
7, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else. Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there, just around the corner, and it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams, and I'm a big dreamer.
Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox. A day of high-octane thrills and 2 very public targets.
Come now. All my blessings go with you, my child.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest. This disease kills thousands of innocents. Finding a cure is one of the reasons I came here.
Look at what your people have done, Renaigse. Will you stand for this?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my crew! Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Get back inside now!
I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil may cry.
Protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with two survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
Are you going to insult us with another final offer?
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeepers' orders, one way or another.
Stay back!
After this, you'll start seeing a significant change in the city, as access to the water supply has allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area. There's even running water for the people at street level. And that raises their morale and allows you to replenish your energy on the go. But there's a cost to this. The PKs have a rigid approach to law and order. So while the streets may be safer, it's only safe for those who side with them. So if you get on their bad side... Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to team up with this group to supply water in the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city. With water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade. But this in turn attracts the worst type of people to the area. And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you'll have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world, your own city from the apocalypse. Each
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him.
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began!
Who's in the shadows? Who's ready to play? Are we the hunters? Or are we the prey?
Hey, what are you...
Why did you come here with me? What did JD tell you?
This is a wild game of survival.
So it's very strange. We have some of the people that are floating, and then there's this other one that's actually not. Oh, there we go. That's
there we go. So that's the shield, and you can kind of see we have this reactive environment in the game. There's quite a bit of destruction, and now we're using one of the supernatural abilities there, very deadly chair. And we're going to use the shield again. You can see how the environment kind of reacts to all of that. Like when Jesse pulls up the shield, the objects nearby will start to levitate as well. So there's a lot of sort of...
So this environmental destruction, how does it affect the gameplay? Can you use it to your advantage, or you can use it against your enemies offensively as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see that she can pick up things like the fire extinguishers and the clock and other elements and hurl them at the enemy. She can pick up debris and use it as a shield. And she'll get other abilities that will allow her to manipulate the environment as well.
They're really trying to build like this sandboxy
higher level without killing a single human being. Or if subtlety isn't your style, you can adopt a take-no-prisoners approach. Regardless of ethics and playstyle, however, there will always be a need to infiltrate areas with a level of discretion. Stealth, therefore, plays a significant role in Metro Exodus. With the ability to modify weapons in the field, players can customize their setup depending on the situation at hand. The flexible Kalash can quickly transform from long-range to close-quarters configuration, and with the right upgrades, the basic 3-shot revolver can be turned into a silenced, 6-chambered, and deadly accurate handgun. Crouching and sticking to the shadows will reduce your chances of being discovered by enemies. The blue stealth indicator on your wrist will glow when you're at risk of being seen. Interacting with the environment around you is also key. Extinguishing torches and creating a distraction by throwing tin cans to confuse enemies as to your whereabouts, allowing you to get close and execute a silent kill. If it's too difficult to approach from behind, a throwing knife will bring down sentries from range.
I won't forgive him. He's going to pay for what he did to me.
Do you realize how important you are? Make a decision before it's too late.
How could I make such a choice?
it's hard to believe in me. I know I'm not the one they want me to be.
Desmond, do you know what it will lead to?
Trust me. What I'm going to do, it's right.
No matter what you decide, just remember, I love you.
Not always a choice is something good. Sometimes, it's only the illusion that drives us from the right decision.
I got an idea.
Offering greater depth for a more experienced player, the grapple now has more tethers than ever before, and the ability to deploy booster rockets in the all-new airlifters, making the grapple an incredibly powerful and creative tool. Meanwhile, a new story glues together our free-form, go-anywhere, do-anything gameplay that Just Cause is so famous for, and the stakes for Rico have never been higher. Combat in Just Cause 4 is better than ever. Enemies now present a far more intelligent threat to Rico. Each archetype comes with unique abilities, with AI designed to keep the player on their toes. So Lesz is a deeply advanced systemic world, and everything you've seen, from the incredible physicalized destruction to unparalleled draw distance, is powered by the brand new, best-in-class, open-world Apex engine. Welcome to Just Cause.
Sandbox combat. So basically what you can do is you can run and gun, you can stealth your way through, and your goal here is to get and find a bike part, right? So you're here actually for kind of a trivial reason. You've risked your friend's life to come and get a part for your bike. And so that shows a little bit about Deacon's character. But then as you watch Jeff play through this wide linear sequence, he can play it 100 different ways. And if you watch other people play, you'll see that, okay, they didn't take this route. They didn't stop and check the trunk of this police car. And those are kind of like our treasure chests throughout the world. So you're always on the lookout for those because that's how you're going to find ammo and health kits. And then you're seeing one of our stealth mechanics here. If you're quiet, if you crouch walk and you walk up behind an enemy, then you have the opportunity for a stealth takedown.
And what can you tell us about the Freakers? Because they're quite unique. And we've seen, you know, a fair few undead enemies in video games before. What makes the Freakers unique, and what was your decision-making behind making them the way they are?
They're alive.
They're alive.
Yeah, they're not zombies. They're alive. And so that sounds trivial, but it's not, because it basically means we have a full day-night cycle in the game.
Right.
And they have things that they do.
Before you, I see a path. Built by friendship and family, love and loss, war and bloodshed.
You were sent by the gods to protect this world.
You carry the blade of Leonidas. Act like it. As you write your odyssey across the mountains and the seas, remember, the fate of Greece journeys with you.
Kappa team still has eyes on Jonah Maeva.
Can we get more light in here?
Kappa team still has eyes on Jonah Maeva. Can you spell me a bit? Gotta check in with Maltese.
Sure. Gives me something to do. Hey, you know Maltese's access code? 010353 Mike.
Hey, heading over there now. Need some backup here. This place is empty. Body here. Looks recent. Guards up.
They can't be
Gotta find out what's going on. You, take point.
Lead the way.
Gods protect us.
to appreciate its worth. Your death won't come easily.
Jesus.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door! I'll get you out! Help me! Please! Help me!
Give me your hand. I got you. Give me your other hand.
The most merciful thing in the world is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its contents. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity. And it was not meant that we should voyage far. Madness is not a curse. With 5 feeble senses, we pretend to comprehend the boundlessly complex cosmos. I have seen the dark universe yawning. The gods pity the man who, in his callousness, can remain sane to the hideous end. Sanity is a curse. Madness offers the only freedom. The truth.